Hello everyone, and welcome back to a weekly message from Jesus. Once again, we're live streaming in our attempt to reach more people with his messages. Please tell your friends about it. These messages are very important. So our Father is here, and we will get started with our message. Hello everyone. I am once again back to speak with you. Today, I want to talk about being a good shepherd. If you have ever taken time to read any of the Gospels about me, people refer to me in those writings as a shepherd, and that you humans are my flock. Well, in one respect, that is absolutely correct. I have got to see that the flock, or in this case, you humans, reaches Earth safely, that they have a life plan, and that they have a proper family, and that all things are set up for them to return to Earth. But I gave my flock of humans free will. If you were thinking about sheep or other animals, they have free will as well. But the humans that are in charge of them have control over them. Where it is different for me is in the area of free will. I will not interfere with the free will of each of you humans. I've given you a life plan. I've given you guides to help you follow that life plan. I am here to listen to your prayers, and I can help influence the decisions that you make. But it is up to you to make the proper decisions. You can be a shepherd. You can do great things for others. A shepherd is supposed to look out for his flock. Do you look out for your family, for instance? There are many that abandon their families. Once you plant the seeds of a child, it is your responsibility to help take care of that child. There are many, especially in your inner cities, that could care less about fathering children. The mothers are left to try to raise those children on their own. It is very, very difficult economic times, especially in the larger cities. Your prices are rapidly increasing at the current time. There is much hatred. Many of your politicians are trying to drive people apart, not bring them closer. A shepherd would try to gather the animals into a single group. Many of your politicians could never be considered as shepherds. They are simply interested in their own personal power, their wealth. Take a look at many of your elected representatives and see just how wealthy they have become since taking office. Do you think that's a coincidence? I watch from over here, and I fear for the humans that I created. I have been working with you humans for a couple 100,000 years. I have watched you develop. I have guided you. I have brought back my messengers to bring you great religions of the world. I have done everything that I can to lead you onto a proper life and in following your life plans. Many of you still refuse to believe in me, and that is your own problem. When you return home, and you will return home, there's no way around that, you will find out that I truly do exist. And even though you cannot see heaven, it's all around you, and it is a magnificent place. There are many, many things that you will learn upon your passing. You will look back, and you will say, I could have been a better shepherd. Maybe there were better things that I could have done to my family. Maybe I could have helped them. Maybe I did accumulate great wealth, and I did not use that wealth to help others. I know that many of you are wonderful, wonderful people. Many of you listen to my words every week, and many of you are planning on doing great things to help others. I am bringing people to Barry that are going to be great servants and shepherds in the future. He is working with many people. You do not understand much of what he does. All you know is that he comes to you once a week and he speaks my words, or he does a radio show and speaks the words of the other spirits. I have sent him back and instructed him to do so. He is a shepherd. Those of you listening are, shall we say, his flock. He wants you all to come together, as a shepherd would bring his sheep together, and he wants you to all work for a common cause. That is the cause that I want. I want you to help spread his words. I am doing everything I can to help you all become better people. Each week I tell you, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I also say that if you did that, you would have no reason to ask for forgiveness. All would be well. What could be more simple? I can complicate this if you wish. Maybe I can use fancy words, or I could tell it in parables. But I want to keep it simple. I feel now that as you humans have progressed to the point that you're capable of wiping all life from the face of the earth, that it is time for me to bring you very simple messages. You must learn to love and you must learn to care for one another. If you do that, then humans will evolve into a wonderful, wonderful culture. They will realize that the extraterrestrials are here to help them, and they will lean on them for information. There are many things that can take place for humans. I want all of you to understand that you also can be a good shepherd. Think of your family first. Let them know that you believe in God. Let them know you believe in heaven and that you believe in prayer. Let them know all of the things of which I speak. Your children will listen to what you say. If you do not tell them of this, then they will obviously do things on their own. The current generation is very much into technologies. They spend hours on their telephones. They spend hours texting back and forth. And they feel that in many instances a good selfie is more important than believing in me. Once again, I can tell you that is not the way of things. I want to be a wonderful shepherd to all of my humans. And I want that to be passed down. I want each human to be a shepherd of their own. If everyone acts as a good shepherd and leads a good life, then things will go wonderful for the human race. Right now there is so much hatred in your country. Your political parties hate each other and refuse to cooperate. That is a terrible, terrible thing. You send your elected representatives to your Congress to serve the will of the people. Once they go to Washington, it appears that the will of the people is the last thing that will enter their minds. All they can see is greed. Now there are many good politicians. I could name them for you, but it's sadly a very short list. Take advantage of your elections and send people that believe in me, that believe your country is the greatest country in the world. I want each individual in other countries to believe of their country as well. If you're hearing me in Great Britain, I want you to believe that your country is the greatest in the world. If you're listening in France, I want you to believe the same. I want all of you to take pride in your countries. No country is perfect. I can guarantee you that. But each of you have the power to control how your countries are run. If you are a good shepherd, then you will instill my ideas into your children will install my ideas into their children, and it'll be a wonderful world for all to live in. Sadly, I know that many of you are going to ignore my words. Some of you listen, some of you say, these are wonderful words, and then you go out and do exactly what you want to do. If you are causing problems for others, if you are not helping others, if you are chasing financial wealth, if you are greedy, if you steal from your family or from others, there are many, many things that go against my wishes. If you show anger and hatred, then that is a primary problem for you. I guarantee you that if you show anger and hatred, then others will show it to you as well. It is like a wild animal entering the flock. The flock will try to protect themselves, but in many instances, the invading animal will kill members of the flock, and they will cease to exist. I want you to think of modern life in that way. Evil is attacking you as a flock. If you let that evil win, then the flock will cease to exist. So I hope that I haven't bored you once again. I tell you these things each week. I ask you to please pass my words on to others. I ask you to help others. And I am now asking you to be a good shepherd as well. So I'm going to once again bless all of you. I do this for you every week. I don't know if you feel my energy when I do it, but I am with all of you. I want you to believe in me. I want you to believe in the goodness of which I speak, and I want all of you to thrive and prosper. So I will return to you again next week. I hope that you take my words seriously and be a shepherd of your own flocks. So goodbye. I bless all of you, and I will speak to you again next week. Whew. Thank you, Father. Amazing energy again this week. I wish that all of you would help spread the words of his I'm sorry. It's a little overwhelming sometimes. I wish that all of you would tell others of his messages. There is nothing that is more important than you following his words. When your soul returns home, you will be very happy that you followed them. Those of you that don't will have many regrets. So, I am the author of a book called Spirit Speak, Channeling Jesus and the Holy Spirits. We have put that book on sale on Kindle for $2.99 so that all of you can read it. Please check the book out. It lays a foundation for what he speaks of every week. So I will return again to you next week, and I will bring you another one of his messages. Have a blessed week, and I will see you again. Goodbye.